Hello everyone, welcome to Coding with Avinash. Today we'll be seeing a Spring Data JPA's part 6 video. And before going to video, I just want to make a note if you guys are interested to know about any particular topic, or if you guys want me to make a video on any particular topic, please do let me know in comment section so that I'll be making the video. I'll try to make that video, and it will be a learning for me as well, and I'll try to teach the same like what I have learned. Thank you. So today let's see finder methods. So let's go to our employee repository and let's say list of employees find by. So if you see, these are the different attributes which we have passed in our employee pojo, like designation, e-name, sal and employees, right? So let me try getting find by e-name. So let me remove this part. So I'll say list of employees find by e-name, and I'll be passing a name as parameter. So let me write a test class in a test method for this same method in our test class. I'll copy the above and I'll just paste it down. I'll say test find by e-name. So I'll take employee repository class and I'll call the same method, which is find by e-name, and I'll be passing the name Avinash. So let's assign this to a list of employees, list of employee equal to. So now let's print id for this particular record. So I will iterate employees list. I'll say e dot for each, and I'll try using lambda expression. I'll say employee sysout employee dot get id, or we can say if employee dot get designation. So let's go ahead and try running this method and see what is the output that we are getting. Run as JUnit test class. So before that, if we go to our table for employee Avinash, the designation is senior developer. Let's see if the same is being retrieved or not. So yeah, the test case got executed successfully, and this is the query which has been executed. It says select all the parameters where name equal to question mark, which is our input, which is taking as Avinash, and the output is senior developer. Now let's see find a method with multiple fields. So let me write one more method here in our repository. I'll say employees find by name, e-name. I'll say and designation. So here I'll be passing two parameters. The first one will be the name and second one will be designation. So let's go to our test class and implement for this. Let's copy the above test method. Let's paste the same. Let's say test find by e-name and designation. So instead of this method, I'll be calling our find by e-name and designation, and I'll be passing the first name as Ram. And if we go to our table, the designation of Ram is manager. So I'll say manager here, and let's, what's this? Okay, I missed parenthesis here. So let's print the name this time. Sorry, let's print the ID this time, get ID. So let's run this method and see what is the output that we are getting. Run as JUnit test. So if we go to our table, the ID of the name Ram and designation manager is 3. Let's see if we're getting the same or not. So it's green, meaning the test case got successfully executed, and this is the query which it has executed. In the where condition, we are seeing name equal to and designation equal to with 2 question marks, which is taking as Ram and manager, and the output is 3. So our employee ID with the name Ram and designation manager is 3. So what's happening here is like we are not writing any JPL queries or SQL queries explicitly. Instead, with the name and the parameters, it is building the query itself. That's the smartness of JPA over here. So now let's see one more find a method. This time let's see greater than. I'll say list of employees find by sal. I'll say greater than. And I'll be passing salary over here. So let's implement the test case method for the same. I'll copy the above, paste it below. I'll say test find by sal greater than. Instead of find by ename and designation method, I'll call my salary greater than method and I'll be passing. So if you go to our table, the records we have from the salary range 1000 to 5000. I'll say so let's go to our code and let's say 3000. I'll be passing it as double. So let's print the name this time. I'll say employee.get name ename. So ename is nothing but the attribute name which we have passed in which we have used in our entity class. So let me right click on run as JUnit test and let's see what would be the output. Ideally, if we go to the table, we should be getting two records, which is ID number 4 and 5. Let's see if the same is getting retrieved or not. So we have a green here and this is the query which got generated. It's saying where salary greater than question mark, which is our input. So we have the output as Mike and Kumar. So if you go to our table, Mike and Kumar are having salary greater than 3000. Now let's see one more find a method. Let's see contains. Let me write it as list of employees find by designation. Okay, instead of writing on my own, I'll click on control space, so it will be showing me the proper method names. I'll say contains. So I'll be passing a string of designation. So let's implement the same method over here. Let's write a test case for that. I'll copy the same and I'll rename this as find by designation contains, and let me call the other method which we have wrote now dot find by designation contains, and I'll say manager. So as part of output we should be getting all the records whose designation is having manager. So let us run as JUnit test case. So if we go to our table, so we have two records, two employee IDs whose designation contains the word manager. So as part of the output we should be getting Ram and Mike. Let's see if we're getting the same or not. So this is the query which have been used. It's saying contains designation like. So it's automatically building its query with like, and question mark is the input which we are passing as manager. And if you see the output is Ram and Mike, whose designation has manager in its description. So now let's see one more find a method. This time let's test it for between. I'll say list of employees find by sal. I'll say between. Here I need to pass two parameters as input. So because I need to take the range, I'll say double sal 2. So let's implement the same method. Let's copy the above, paste, and let's say test find by sal between. So we are trying to find the salary between two numbers. So instead of this, let's call our new method which is find sal between. So the range of the salary in our database is 1 to 5000. So let me say 2000 double to 4000 double. So let's run this method and let's see what would be the output that we are getting here. Let's run as JUnit test case. So it's 2000 to 4000 between the, we should be getting the records whose salary is between 2000 to 4000. Let's see what would be the output here. So the test case is running and it's executed successfully, and the query says between question mark and question mark, which are nothing but the two input parameters which we have passed, and the output is John, Ram and Mike. So if you cross check, we have John, Ram and Mike whose salary is ranging between 2000 to 4000 bucks. So in this video we have learned different finder methods using like find by name, find by ID, and like find between, within the range, or find after the range. So I think you have learned about finder methods in this video. If you like the content of this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you all.